Are you launching a product on Kickstarter or Indiegogo? If so, there will be a time when you need to start thinking about choosing your contract manufacturing partner. And for some reason, companies often wait until after they hit their goal to think about production. But if you want to avoid angry backers demanding refunds and labeling the campaign as a scam, then you should start to work with your contract manufacturer earlier than you think. In this video, I'll walk you through when to bring in a contract manufacturer, how to pick the right one, and what the relationship should actually look like, especially if this is your first time. The contract manufacturer you choose to work with isn't just a company that builds your product. They'll lead you through design for manufacturing, consolidate your supply chain, and build your schedule from development all the way to shipments. But if you pick the wrong supplier or even wait too long to get started, you could run into delays, unexpected costs, quality issues, or everyone's worst nightmare, a failed delivery. Most delays in a crowdfunding campaign aren't because of marketing or funding. It's because of a disconnect between the company and the supplier. This is why you need a manufacturing partner that's aligned with their goals from the beginning. And based on these goals, your supplier can set aside resources for you to help you become successful. A common mistake founders make is waiting until after their crowdfunding campaign to start looking for a manufacturer. That's way too late. The best time to engage with a contract manufacturer is before you launch, ideally after you have a working prototype with design files. Here's why timing matters. First, you need accurate production costs to set realistic funding goal. Guessing at numbers without supplier input can leave you underfunded before you even start. Second, your manufacturer can flag design issues that might cause problems during tooling or production. A quick DFM review could save you months down the line. And third, early conversations give you a head start on lead times, tooling, and pilot runs, so you're not scrambling after your campaign ends. Suppliers don't need you to commit to production at first. It's more important to build a relationship so that when your campaign ends, you can move quickly. Not every supplier is a good fit for a crowdfunding project. In general, suppliers prefer not to work with startups as they are a financial risk. But some, like ePower Corp and others, do have experience with working with crowdfunded projects. So you just need to find the right one. When evaluating suppliers, start with a company that understands the uncertainty that comes with launching new products. Make sure the supplier you're talking with understands the need for them to be flexible and the importance of offering a helping hand. For example, if the supplier you're speaking with only works with Fortune 500 clients, then they might not be well positioned to support you from the transition from development to production. Next, look for engineering support. A good supplier will do more than just take your files and quote it. They'll help you to optimize your design for manufacturing, suggest ways to reduce costs, improve quality, and avoid production headaches. If they don't want to discuss the design and just want to go over the pricing, then this is a red flag. Clear communication is another big one. Pay attention to how fast they respond, how detailed their questions are, and whether they just are trying to win the business or actually trying to understand your products. You'll be working closely with this team through prototyping, tooling, sampling, and delivery, so responsiveness and clarity are important. Also, make sure to clarify their MOQs. Crowdfunding campaigns often stop with one big production run to fulfill backer units, but the follow-up orders might be much smaller. Some suppliers have high MOQs that work for the initial batch, not knowing that subsequent orders will be lower. You'll want to know upfront if they can support lower volume runs later on. Finally, ask for examples of other customers, especially other crowdfunded ones or startups in general. If they've helped other crowdfunded brands get from prototype to delivery, that's a strong sign that they know what it takes to succeed. So once you've chosen a contract manufacturing partner, what does a relationship actually look like? It's not just, hey, here's my design, go make it. There are several key phases and each one matters. It usually starts with a DFM review. The supplier will go through your drawings and files looking for a few main things. First, does anything need to be optimized for production, such as redesigning parts for tooling? Second, are there potential quality issues? And lastly, is there anything that can be done to bring down the price? Next comes tooling. If your product requires mass production tools, this is where they get made. There are different trials in tooling that you can learn more about from the video above, but parts that come out of the tool also need to go through a validation process as well. Make sure you don't rush this step. The reason you make these tools is to create a repeatable process that offers predictability and output. If you rush this, then the tools might produce the wrong parts. Then comes a pilot run. which is a small percentage of the first order that lets you test the production run using production materials and tools. It's also your last step before mass production, so treat it seriously. Finally, you move into mass production, and a good CM will keep you updated along the way and involve you in inspections and approvals, especially for the first batch. Throughout this entire process, your supplier should act like a partner, not just a vendor. They should be helping you solve problems, improve the product, and stay on schedule. If they're just passively following instructions, you're not getting the full value of a contract manufacturing relationship. To wrap things up, here are a few final tips if you're launching your first product through crowdfunding. First, be honest about where you are. Don't pretend you're ready for mass production if you're still refining your design. Good suppliers will work with you, but they might start to lose confidence if you're not transparent. Second, don't just chase the lowest price. While price is important, there are other things such as engineering support, responsiveness, and manufacturing knowledge that are more important. Third, add tolerances to your timeline. Production always takes longer than expected, especially when you're dealing with tooling, sampling, and first article builds. And finally, think long term. If your campaign takes off, you don't want to start from scratch with a new supplier. Choose a supplier who can scale up with you and support future iterations. A successful Kickstarter or Indiegogo campaign creates a lot of momentum, and it's important to find the right manufacturing partner who can carry this momentum on. Crowdfunding is a huge milestone, but it's just the beginning. Choosing the right contract manufacturer early on sets the tone for everything that follows. I hope this gives you a better understanding on how to choose your manufacturing partner for a crowdfunded project. If you have found this helpful, then please like it, share it, and subscribe to the channel. And also, if you do have any questions, then please just comment below and I'll get back to you. Thank you everyone for watching.